Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I talk about the NWSL, women's soccer, just soccer, only soccer. We have another US women's national team roster drop today, guys. The day before, I had a feeling it was going to be released at some point this week. England mentioned something about their roster for Euro qualification, and that's usually a reminder to me of an upcoming international break. When it comes to the US, the team will be meeting South Korea for two friendlies. The first one is going to be Saturday, June 1st at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The second one is going to be Tuesday, June 4th at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Before I begin, I have a big announcement for you guys. And no, it's not about my website, Monarch Sports, but link in the description below. Anyway, the WSL regular season is over, and some of you may know what that means. It is now time for the new U.S. Women's National Team head coach, Emma Hayes, to fully take charge of the national team. Twila Kilgore, who had coached the national team through the CONCACAF Women's Gold Cup and the 2024 She Believes Cup, and had gone on to win both tournaments, will be resuming her role as an assistant coach to the national team. Also, she's probably had Emma in her ear for the past few months, so now she gets to experience that more in person. That being said, I'm looking forward to this roster. Let's get into it, starting with the goalkeepers. Jane Campbell, Aubrey Kingsbury, and Casey Murphy. Alright, so no Alyssa Nair. I found Nair being left off a little surprising because she has done well in the She Believes Cup and in the Women's Gold Cup, especially when it came to the penalty shootouts against Canada. On the plus side, Casey Murphy, who was the backup keeper to Nair, will most likely get more minutes, which is always good. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that. I guess Hayes has her reasons for not selecting Nair this time around, but I don't know. I just found that interesting. What do you guys think of Nair being left off the June roster? Let me know in the comment section below. I do want to emphasize that this is just the June camp roster and not the official Olympic roster. Now, on to the defenders. Tierna Davidson, Emily Fox, Naomi Girma, Casey Kruger, Jenna Neiswanger, Emily Sonnet, and Sam Staub. This is a good selection of defenders. Girma and Fox have been solid in the U.S. back line, and Neiswanger has also done well in the back line in the U.S.'s Gold Cup and She Believes Cup matches. Emily Sonnet also returns to the back line after playing in the midfield for some time under Kilgore. Sam Staub of the Chicago Red Stars, I almost said Washington Spirit, also receives her first call-up to the U.S. senior team. It's going to be very interesting to see how she does in these matches against South Korea. While I can definitely see South Korea challenging the U.S. backline, I don't think it will be much trouble or much of an issue for these defenders, especially with a backline consisting of I don't know, Fox, Girma, Davidson, Kruger, or Neiswanger. Overall, these defenders are good, so let's get into the midfield. Midfielders: Corbin Albert, Sam Coffey, Hal Hirschfeld, Lindsay Horan, Rose Lavelle, and Lily Johannes. Alright, so these midfielders are fine and interesting. I actually don't know much about Hal Hirschfeld, but I'm still looking forward to seeing how she does in the U.S. midfield, especially with these other midfielders. Albert is a controversial selection, I know. I'm not going to address the controversy surrounding Corbin and her call-up. I already did a full video discussing that, and I'll link it below. In terms of just her play, Albert is a promising midfielder. She's also very flexible in the midfield. I remember saying that I would like to see her as well as Sam Coffey step up more in the midfield. Those two, Coffey and Albert, will be needing to step up more in the midfield, especially when it comes to defensive play like control and recoveries. I would like to see how a midfield of Albert, Coffey, and Johannes would play out, since Albert and I think also Johannes like to get involved in the attack. In regard to Johannes, who is a young midfielder for Ajax and can play on either the U.S. or Netherlands national team, I would like to see her get more playtime in these games. Johannes was called up to the She Believes Cup, but I don't remember her getting any playtime at all. If she did, it wasn't much. Johannes would be interesting to see with, like I said earlier, Albert and Coffee, or maybe Horan and Coffee, or Horan and Lavelle. Also, it's Emma Hayes, and she likes to attack. So we could maybe see a formation with 4 or 5 in the midfield. So Johannes, Horan, Lavelle, Albert, and or Coffee would be fun to see. For now, I'm going to leave it at that. Let's get into the forwards. Forwards, Crystal Dunn, Kat Macario, Alex Morgan, Trinity Rodman, Jaden Shaw, Sophia Smith, and Mal Swanson. We have Kat fully back from injury. I'm looking forward to that link up with Rodman, Shaw, and Smith. I don't know where to begin with these forwards. We have Mal back from injury, and so far she's been doing well with the Red Stars. Yeah, just causing many problems for opposing teams' defenses. The same can also be said about Sophia Smith on the Portland Thorns. Of course, with Jaden Shaw, I really liked her in the Gold Cup and She Believes Cup. I would love to see her add to her goal count. This roster also sees Dunn move into the attack, which is going to be fun to see. I'm looking forward to seeing her connection with Rodman, Shaw, Smith, or Morgan. Yeah, this attack to me just screams Emma Hayes. Hayes loves aggressive and quick forwards, and we're definitely seeing that with this selection. It's also going to be interesting to see how she builds the attacking partnerships in the attack, as well as in the midfield. Out of everything on this roster, I'm looking forward to the attack and a little bit of the midfield, especially with Johannes, the most. There is a lot of strong attacking and goal scoring potential here, and as long as the team can connect and play together, the team should do well and should be able to beat Spain. Yeah, not South Korea, but Spain. That is one of Emma Hayes' biggest goals for the U.S. women's national team, apparently. However, once again, we have to see how Hayes plans to build this U.S. attack and how well this team plays together. It's going to go back to that at the end of the day. I've said it many times before, but chemistry is going to be important for this team, with addition to maintaining control and connecting in the attacking third. For now, I'm just going to leave it at that. That is all I have for you guys today or tonight. What do you think of this roster? Let me know in the comments section below. And I'll see you all in the next one. Later.